Broadcasting live from the Newsmax studio in New York City, here is Steve Malzberg.
There were some boneheaded decisions out of a
but no
local
mass
office.
corruption.
Not even mass corruption, not even a smidgen of corruption.
Okay.
Right, and I'm making clear now that when activity in Cincinnati, because it had been reported already when I answered that question, was very specifically about, as I just said, line IRS employees in Cincinnati improperly scrutinizing 501c4 organizations by using words like Tea Party and quote.
All right, there you have it, folks. That was the administration, President Obama, sitting there with Bill O'Reilly on Super Bowl Sunday. I think he will regret that. Well, maybe not. He doesn't regret much of anything. Joining us now is Ramona Cotca. She is senior attorney for Judicial Watch. Hello, Ramona.
Hi, Steve. How are you?
I am fine. Now, of course, the revelation, again, from Judicial Watch's FOIA requests. Thank you for doing the nation's work, Judicial Watch. You have now come up with emails, not Benghazi that we're talking about this time, but now we're talking about emails involving the IRS scandal and emails that talk about the fact that Lois Lerner and the White House are connected, and it went way beyond a couple of knuckleheads in Cincinnati, as the president alluded to, correct?
Correct, right. We obviously filed a FOIA request last year. The administration or the agency stonewalled us, so we had to go to the courts to get these emails. The latest production that we've just received, one of the important emails that came out shows that it wasn't in Cincinnati, but as opposed to there were emails being exchanged in D.C., showing that D.C. office was the one planning and developing these applications for C4 organizations.
So, I mean, it lays to rest the notion that the president expressed to Bill O'Reilly and what Jay Carney expressed to the media. I want to play one more soundbite from Fox News with Bret Baier last night and his panel. Here it is.
Some new emails out. Judicial Watch, again, getting some emails from the administration. And here's a couple of them. Holly Paz, former director of the IRS Rulings and Agreements Division and current manager of the Exempt Organizations Guidance, an email to an IRS lawyer. Can you please let Cindy and Sharon know how we have been handling Tea Party applications the last few months? Steve email, the lawyer, to Cindy and Sharon. The EOT, the Exempt Organization Technical Unit, is working the Tea Party applications in coordination with Cincy. We are developing a few applications here in D.C. and providing copies of our development letters with the agent to use examples in the development of their cases. Chip Hull, another lawyer in the IRS headquarters, is working these cases in EOT and working with the agent in Cincy, so any communication should include him as well, because the Tea Party applications are the subject of an SCR, sensitive case report. We cannot resolve any of the cases without coordinating with Rob. Rob is in D.C.
All right, so you know, it's a lot to take in, but I think, correct me if I'm wrong, the premise or the claim that this was just done in Cincinnati by some rogue knuckleheads is dispelled and disproven by these emails, and the fact that you know, that Washington was directly involved, people from Washington, and that Tea Party groups were in fact targeted.
Absolutely, that's exactly right, and that's precisely the email I was speaking to just a minute ago. And it's showing that it was actually Washington, D.C. that was directing Cincinnati, and there's some other emails as well from California saying to forward an application from California over to D.C. for a D.C. office to review. So D.C. was at the heart of this.
So D.C. was at the heart of it. Do any of these emails speak to, or are they from, or concern Lois Lerner?
Yes, Lois Lerner is on these emails, and the one from California, I believe that one is addressed to Lois Lerner, and that was back. These emails go back to July of 2010.
So yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You know, I was saying then, and then March of 2010 for the ones from California, saying to forward the application over to D.C. office.
So she knew, she knew everything that we just talked about. And so she knows that this was not in Cincinnati. She knows this was directed from Washington. She knows they were targeting Tea Party groups. I mean, no wonder one would say that she wanted to take the fifth.
Absolutely. Well, right. I mean, that's exactly what these emails reveal. You know, we've asked for these emails. The public's entitled to know these under the Freedom of Information Act, and that's exactly what they reveal, and they get to the truth of the matter. And unfortunately, you know, we keep having to file these lawsuits. But yes, Lois Lerner knew about these, and she took the fifth and didn't want to testify about it.
All right, so the smoking gun, is that the smoking gun that Lois Lerner was on these emails? These emails prove or disprove the claim, or prove the claim was false and disprove the claim that, as we discussed already, that it was just Cincinnati and that there were no targeting of the Tea Party groups. There was just a few people. This was coordinated from Washington. Lerner knew about it, and they were going after Tea Party groups. Is there any? And that's plenty. But is there anything else from these emails that you got that I should know about?
I mean, well, as you said, I mean, these are emails as well to top lawyers within the agency at the IRS. So these are top lawyers in Washington, D.C. office. And then you also have the correspondences that have gone back and forth, not only with the IRS, but between the IRS and Senator Carl Levin, identifying mostly all conservative organizations that had applied for their C4 status. With respect to what their responses were and information regarding their applications.
Yeah.
And he has listed most of them out of 10. 9 of them were conservative organizations.
Yeah, pretty amazing. Do you have more FOIA requests out there, or do you plan on it?
Well, currently this is one of 2 lawsuits that we have pending. This lawsuit actually includes 4 different FOIA requests. We've consolidated all 4 in one lawsuit. Then we have another pending lawsuit as well. I'm sure there are other FOIA requests that we have, but these are the 2 ones that are pending. We've currently this one is under rolling production, and in August, myself as well as the attorney for the DOJ, under court order, we are supposed to go back to the court and let them know how much, well, the IRS is going to let the court know, and Judicial Watch, how many more documents they think they have available. And,
the most transparent administration in the history of the world. Ramona, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it, and keep up the good work.
All right, thanks so much.
Thank you. Ramona Cotca, ladies and gentlemen, senior attorney for Judicial Watch. Judicial Watch got the smoking gun in Benghazi, got the select committee out of that email, without a doubt. Now we find out, according to to Ramona, that Washington orchestrated this, knew about it, and targeted Tea Party groups. But the mainstream media, shh, more.